Morning, everyone. Lego has officially revealed the National History Museum for a price of $300 and 4,000 pieces. And as a price to piece person, it's pretty great. And a lot of people are uploading videos on this pretty quickly, so I don't know how people post so fast. Eventually, I'll figure that out. But anyway, it comes out on December 1st, which that's not too far away. It's interesting because with the Avengers Tower, there's a lot of leaks going around. I think that was for November and it still hasn't revealed. So yeah, they're releasing like the Ornithopter already, even though it comes out in February. I always find that kind of odd. Looking at it, it looks really nice. Here, let's just go full screen. Bam. Yeah, I love the banners. Hopefully they're printed, but oh, actually no, sorry. They're kind of like that flimsy plastic piece, I believe. Or actually, I don't know what that is, to be honest. But it looks good for what it is. I like the Brachiosaurus build, and the big thing they're highlighting is that the head goes through the second floor. It's got a decent amount of figures, I think, for a set like this. And they're mentioning too how it's the 19th modular, and it's 40. It's the second set to have 48 bricks wide base. That's why it looks so long. I don't know. I feel like I could use a couple more minifigs. The banners are really cool. See here. Oh yeah, they have a whole story with the dog getting the bone from the museum, which I think is kind of cute. The statues look really nice. He almost looks like Galileo a little bit, in my opinion. The color looks good. I like the cherry blossom tree. And over here, you can kind of see how they're using the tubing design for the windows. I think that looks really good. Kind of a different take on the windows, as I feel like in the past the builds have been a little bit simple. And the big highlight here is those column builds, which uses kind of like a snot technique on the side, I guess you could say. And I think that's probably the highlight of the set for me. There's the museum sign, and I think they usually have prints in these. That looks like a print to me. So hopefully. Yeah, then inside you got the second floor, and from everything that I've seen, the museum is based on, the future, space, and going back in time to the dinosaurs. But the set almost feels more like a Lego museum, especially with the stuff over here on the second floor. I feel like it would have almost been better because I know they have the kind of like Lego tour thing at their headquarters. They should have just used some of this for their headquarters. As over here, like this feels kind of like fan service, but they've kind of been milking it a little too long with like all the Galaxy Edge sets and the castle sets. Not that they're bad, it's just it does look really nice. The miniature builds are good. Yeah, the Brachiosaurus uses some white banana pieces for the ribs. They're always getting clever with those fruit pieces. The use of the Indiana Jones whip is really nice for the fossil and the saber tooth on the right. I'm sure I'm saying what a lot of people are saying, but this guy is very similar to Dr. Kilroy from the Adventures line, which I actually never got any of those sets, so I didn't get that reference right away. I think Just Too Good, he kind of brought that up, and I was like, I could sort of see it. Don't know who he is, but I see it. And then the big thing I want to mention here is that it does have a skylight. For this is for the curator's office. Doesn't really show it very well, but there is a window up here. And then he was saying in the interview that he was kind of doing this for people to take photos so that the lighting comes in. I think it's kind of nice too that they're like the designers are listening to people who are making videos on this stuff. And I feel like they're just really talking to the fans, which is nice. The kind of curved dome feature over here looks really good. Almost gives me like a little bit of an observatory build vibe to me. But yeah, I like it a lot. Oh yeah, here's a better look at all the minifigures. Oh yeah, they're getting clever with those leg kind of robotic builds. That's interesting. I think that's very similar to like Marvel minifigure series with Echo. But yeah, nothing else to really highlight there. The a lot of people are joking this looks like the designer with that beret hat. And yeah, cute little dog. Nothing crazy. Yeah, the creator minifigs usually aren't crazy. I will say it does have quite a presence amongst the other sets. I think with the other sets, sometimes they get a little messy because they're saying they're asymmetrical. This one's kind of like one whole thing on both sides. If you're not the biggest creator collector like I am, that would be really good. Wow, he's got a lot of hair. Oh, there's the skylight. Yeah, and then it does have 3 levels. Going back to the first floor, it has kind of like a nice little bookshelf over here. And then they have like a little modular thing in the back where you could sort of take it out and then see like a bathroom and then more of the fossil stuff, which I think that's really good. It almost reminds me of like Jane Brix's early builds. I always the thing that really got me into Lego YouTube stuff a long time ago, Jane Brix, he made like a big mall and he had like a lot of modular builds like this. So it gives me a lot of nostalgia for that. And Jane Briggs, if you're watching, you're a good creator. You're a good creator. Yeah, the windows opening up here are good. That's a little interesting. I don't. Is that a new piece where there's no plastic in the middle? That almost seems like a 8 stud wide. Huh. Yeah, that's interesting. I'm curious. Fern pieces. This time they're actually using them sort of for ferns. I love how they're always getting creative with that. They're getting really good with the just little small details like the flowers. The little solar system here is nice. And then something I wanted to mention here too is that I don't like it when Lego in the back of these creator sets, they kind of leave nothing except like this little door here. Just feels like a waste of space, and I feel like they should just fill it a little bit more so you just feel like it's more of a complete set rather than just wasted space. So that does look like a print. And then inside it is modular with that bathroom. Nod to the other classic sets. A lot of classic. Here, they don't really show that in the official photos, which I thought was weird. But they do have the little broken pottery, the volcano build right over here, and then more of that space stuff in the back. Brachiosaurus build, which goes to the second floor. It's a really nice set. I would say the only thing is that there's not a whole lot of stuff going on the inside. Like, I feel like the build is fun, but after that, there's not a whole lot to do with it. So I would consider this more of a display, in my opinion. Anyway, overall, I don't think this is necessarily a set for me. I do like it. I think if you don't have other creator sets, this might be a good one to purchase. Another thing I kind of wanted to mention too, Lego really needs to step up their game on the trees. And I've seen it in a couple other sets too. They just need to recolor it rather than using these gray pieces. I think the A-frame kind of had like black Technic pieces. It just doesn't look good at all. Overall, I really like it. And take care.